right, we're back. We're talking about the Samsung Galaxy S4 right here for those that don't have it and maybe you wanted to use it. Samsung Galaxy S4. Devin was saying there's just so much more. I mean, give us a couple of more features that you were impressed with.
Well, I'm really impressed with also they have a security system on it that's called, let me get right to it a second, it's called Lookout.
Lookout.
Yeah, I'm going through it right now, so I don't know all the aspects of it.
Right.
But it's a security system that protects you and the phone, your information, so that if it's stolen, if
right.
you know that they can't use it.
Okay.
And I think it invokes a tracking system too.
So that you can track it.
You can track the phone, which is really really cool. So, and I'm pretty sure that's a Samsung widget,
right?
Not a T-Mobile widget.
Right, right. It sounds like it would be a Samsung widget, yeah.
It sounds like that. So, then there's the group play. If you're a gamer,
right,
you can actually play with others in the same Wi-Fi range.
Really?
Yes.
So it's like the I think the 3DS did something like that, to where if you're in the same area, you can connect with other people and play and stuff like that. So you can play games together, like.
You can play games together. I have to check if it's if you can do it internet, versus just intranet.
Right,
you can
right.
do it just local.
Right.
Or it's limited to just local. Or you can do it.
So you have to just be
wider range.
Right. You have to be right in the literal vicinity of someone, or can you be farther away?
I'm going to recommend to anyone who gets this thing, the Samsung, there's a phone app called My Phone Explorer Client.
My phone, what does that app do?
What it does, it syncs your phone with any computer or any system, right?
Right.
Over an internet or a Wi-Fi connection.
Right.
So you don't have to connect your phone to anything. It's almost like doing a cloud type backup.
Right.
I actually found this maybe a year ago, but they've improved it to such a way that it's much faster and it's much simpler. So you put the client on your laptop, on your whatever, you back up everything on that within minutes.
Really?
Seconds. Yeah, it's really really cool. And I'm about to add it to Anne-Marie's laptop because since she's using the other Samsung, she can now back up her stuff.
The other house Samsung that we have in the house.
Yeah, there you go. And it's really really cool. I like it a lot, and that works really well.
So would you who would you recommend this phone for? As far as you played around with it a little bit, you've seen what it can do. So who would you say this phone is for? Is it for the average individual? Is it for a more tech-savvy individual? Who would you say this phone is really geared for?
What I like about the phone is that, or even in general, all the phones coming out in the market right now, is that you can actually, because of the app situation, because of app stores and what's available out there in the market, what you need to get is the best operating phone, the phone with the best functionality, that stuff that comes with it, speed, quality in terms. Everybody takes pictures. Everybody needs a good quality.
And that's the thing. How's the video? It takes pictures. How's the video?
Amazing. I'm just flabbergasted.
Yeah.
I really have to control myself not to get so excited.
So that Super AMOLED 1080p screen really shows.
Really, really excellent quality. And so, you know, even videographers and phone buffs, they would be advised to have one of these as their backup. If you're a professional camera person, right? I would be one to have one of these as my other source.
Wow, it's that good.
It's that good.
That clean.
Yeah, because it's so fast. You set up really easy.
Right.
You know, versus if you're setting up for shots. You know.
Right.
Then you jump right into your camera and you're good to go to take regular shots.
Right.
The widescreen aspect of it, you can do.
Excellent.
And you can do panorama.
You can do panoramic. So how does that work, the panoramic view? Does it give you like a reticle to follow?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when it locks on and you click the other picture. Okay, because that's all a lot of the smartphones, yeah.
Yeah, and it also gives you that motion thing where you can actually take...
The shakiness?
No, you can take several pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And
make like a
video.
Yeah, make a video. Yeah, that was a new app that oh man, I forget. We were talking about it last week.
But
a new app that
something
yeah.
in it already. Maybe not as clean as the other one.
Yeah.
But it kind of goes towards that.
Goes towards that. So you can take a series of pictures, and then you can string it together. Now that's a cool app.
It's really impressive. All that's happening with this phone. The Wi-Fi capabilities. One drawback on the Wi-Fi, which I don't know if it's a setup issue, but I found that it doesn't transition from Wi-Fi to regular phone without you.
You have to physically.
Yeah, because I tested it the other night.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see how it worked. So I called the long distance number, and I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because if you're on a long distance call,
right.
say I'm calling
England or whatever.
Germany, whatever, England, and now I'm going to move out of the zone.
Right.
It will not automatically start charging you.
Right. So you keep the call.
Yeah.
It'll drop the call.
It will drop the call.
Got you.
So that you know
you're out of the zone.
Out of the Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. So that is a drawback.
It's a drawback, but for me, it's a good drawback.
Because now you know, right?
Because I wouldn't want to start getting charged
and don't know it
on an England rate,
right.
And I'm just like driving.
Right.
And I was on the phone for half an hour more.
Right.
After I drove out of the
$300
zone, and it's $300.
Right. So really, that may not be. Maybe that was by design.
I think it is by design.
Yeah, that was by design to drop the call.
So initially, I was a little bit perturbed by it.
Yeah.
Didn't like the idea.
Right.
But after I saw what the implications were,
right.
I realized that might not be a bad idea because I wouldn't have realized
right.
it, and I would have started.
And you could keep talking
charges.
for an hour more, thinking it's free.
But the funny thing is, it didn't disconnect. You know.
What did it do?
It gave me the option to reconnect.
Okay,
so
it paused it on hold. Right.
Put it on hold. The person said, "But you're actually still on. I still have you on hold over here."
Right.
So I said, "No, just drop that one."
Okay.
And,
So it gives you. So then that was definitely by design.
Yeah.
And a feature like that is good because you don't want to be out of network and then start getting charged, not knowing it until that bill comes.
I don't want to be fired by Anne Marie. No way. I want to keep my employment status. Very, very good stuff.
All right. So we heard about the WikiPad, we heard about Samsung, and we're going to continue along with Samsung because Samsung just came out with a plethora of products. I mean, their Ative name brand, Samsung came out with, goes big with Windows 8 powered Ative line. They have a line of tablets, laptops, and PCs that took center stage amid a smorgasbord of new Samsung devices. I mean, they're not resting on their laurels. The Ative name may be kind of silly. You say, well, the Ative line, what that is? Well, what is that? But Samsung Electronics is betting heavily on it as the namesake for everything related to Windows. In a showcase last Thursday that featured a slew of products, Samsung Ative line played a central role in those products. Now, the Ative has become the umbrella brand that includes laptops, tablets, and all-in-ones, and smartphones, and some of the devices were on display. Now, Samsung is hoping history repeats itself with Ative. It previously poured its resources into developing the Galaxy brand for everything associated with Android, and we all know how well the Galaxy brand has done for their tablets and for the phones. The Galaxy brand has done well, and its flagship Galaxy S line of smartphones obviously is a smash hit. So Samsung is hoping that this Ative line that they're trying to push now is going to be something that's big. Now, when we talk about the Ative line, we're talking about the company announced the Ative Q. It's a convertible device that can change between a tablet and laptop forms, and it runs Windows 8 and Android. Windows 8 and Android. Now the device juggles between both Windows 8 and Android 4.2.2. You know, juggles between the two, and also known as, you know, obviously Jelly Bean, you know that. Users can switch between the operating systems quickly, and you can pin Android apps on the Windows Start screen.
What is it called again?
It's the Ative Q. Samsung Ative. A-T-I-V. Ative Q. It's a laptop slash tablet. Now, many people were saying that they thought this was a bad design because it shows that, or they're saying that Windows doesn't run well on tablets, so they put Android, so it's a slap at Windows. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think that Samsung is giving people the best of what they feel is the best of both worlds. Obviously, they're not going to do iOS.
I think it's a smart move.
It's a smart move because there are some people that love the Android operating system. But they get a Windows device and, well, I got to use Windows. And then there's some people that like Windows. You know, Windows desktops is everywhere. So to give people both and then put it in a machine to make it interchangeable, because they're saying you can pin Android apps from the Google Play Store onto the Windows side of things. So if you have apps that you use a lot in Android, but you're going to be using more Windows today, you can pin those apps on the Windows screen, and when it boots up, obviously it'll click over into the Android space, but to be able to mingle the two.
I really like it.
I mean, oh yeah.
Really you know what I like about it too? It puts them side by side.
Right.
In other words, Samsung is not afraid of Windows.
Right.
Samsung is saying, take your pick.
Right.
Whatever you think you're more comfortable, use it. Which is,
and even be able to blend the two.
It makes
as well.
more. Yeah, actually, you can take advantage of the best of both worlds.
Right. Without having to give up.
That. I really love that.
Yeah, and it's the full Windows 8, by the way, not RT. Not that stripped down version. Full 100% Windows 8.
I wonder.
And you can upgrade to Windows Blue.
I wonder if there's a possibility to do that kind of a setup on phones, where you can go between, you know.
And have a virtual operating system on it. It would depend on the RAM of the phone. It would depend on that and the hard drive space. But most phones have plenty of hard drive space to do that, 32 gigs, because a lot of operating systems are memory heavy. You know, so as long as you have, I would say, you would have to have at least, to make it run properly, about 4 gigs of RAM to really, you know, because Windows 8 right away requires 2, gigs of RAM to run properly. So
no, but don't they have Windows 8 on phones right now?
They have on tablets. And they have Windows phones. I don't know if it's Windows 8.
Yeah, but it's some kind of
it's some version. It's a version of Windows 8.
So I'm saying
right.
That version,
yes.
Applied to a phone where you have them running a
side by side. Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't. The phones would have, yes, the phone versions of Windows. Yeah, definitely you can use that and Android on the phones today, on Galaxy S4, the HTC One, all those phones. Yeah, definitely you can have dual boot operating systems. Matter of fact, as you say that, I know there are people in the tech industry that do that. You have to do it yourself because, the phone doesn't come with that. But it's a simple matter to download a virtual machine, a VM machine that you can download the other operating system into so that it doesn't mess up your main operating system. And that's one of the things I like about virtual operating systems, because on this laptop right here, I'm running Chrome OS. Operating system, the Google Chrome operating system. I run it here through a virtual machine so that, if I have, if there's websites that I think are kind of questionable or I don't really know too much, I'll run it through that. So that if it does crash it doesn't affect my main operating system. All I have to do is just reboot that virtual operating system and I'm good to go. So definitely, you can do that on the phones today. And so this new device that Samsung is coming out with runs Android 4.2.2, and it's we went right We went past the break again.
No, we're there. So we can go right out right now.
Alright, so we'll go out and then we'll be right back. More with Samsung right after these messages.